Hello, my name is Matthias. I'm product manager at Tormey, and today I'd like to invite you to join a measurement procedure with the TOP 1000 non-contact tonometer with pachymetry. Here we have the system, and first of all I'd like to get you familiar with the user interface. So on the left side we have the control for the chin rest, for the head movement forward and backward. With this button we can erase the measurement. Here we can print, of course. And on the right side here's the control about the measurement itself. It's about the measurement time, so how often the air path is conducted, 1, 2 or 3 times. Then we have the switch from the right to the left eye, the start button. Here we can control if it's a fully automatic measurement or a manual measurement. Then we have here the safety button, means we can set a safety stop in order to avoid a contact of the system to the face of the patient. And here you can choose the range setting of the IOP. Anyhow, we start with a standard measurement of 30 mmHg. Then on the button we see 3 symbols. This one is the measurement screen. This one is the review of the patient data and measurement data. And here we have the system setup. And to start a new measurement, first of all I would like to set an operator. So let's say you can type in or set up unlimited number of operators. So in this case I will be, let's say my name is Matthias, type it in. So now I'm the operator of the measurement. And here on the right side in the top we have the patient database. So usually you can perform measurement without typing in a patient ID. But in my opinion, it's better to put in a patient ID. Then you can have all the benefits of the patient database with the history you'll see later. So now we have a new patient. It's Catherine. I just make it simple. Usually you would put in an ID from your EMR system, for instance. So add Catherine. So let's get started. Go to the measurement. So now we are working in a fully automatic way. That means the system will perform pachymetry readings and IOP readings right afterwards, and it will track from one eye to the next eye automatically. And afterwards I will show you how the measurement is proceeded with the manual mode. So now what we have to do in the beginning, of course we have to adjust here the eye level to the right place. So by using the chin rest button, that looks fine. The next step is very easy. Just simply press on the center of the pupil, and after that click on start and talk with the patient. So now the measurement begins. You will see some blue flashes in the beginning, and then now it will perform an air puff measurement 3 times. We have a very good patient. So that was the right eye. Now it's switching to the left eye. And we do the same procedure again. So first of all you see some blue flashes, and then there will be a slight air puff coming out of the system. Don't be afraid. So now we have the Scheimpflug measurement. Okay. And another one. So basically, thanks, that's it. So what we see immediately, we have here the measurement of the IOP, which is on the right side, it's 16, in the average 15.9. We have the central corneal thickness measured by the system, it's 532. And the corrected or compensated IOP, so which is the big benefit to having pachymetry and IOP measurement together. Same for the left eye, and basically that is how easy the measurement is. And in my opinion, it's also really not a big deal for the patient. Of course, some of them will be a little bit afraid since there's a sound and the air is coming out. But anyhow, if you struggle, for instance, with a patient that is not so compliant like Catherine is, so sometimes you want to make a manual measurement. Manual measurement means it's more or less half semi-automatic. You align the system to a certain point. The system will be automatically in the C-axis, and then you can control whenever you want to have the air puff coming out of the system. So let's do this as well. So I will erase the measurement just to show. Now it will go to the right eye again. And now let's do a manual measurement. So you see the measurement time is 1, since you can control how often you want to start the initial air puff. So what you have to do now is move closer to the eye. So always press on the center of the pupil about 2 or 3 or 4 times. And if you are in focus, now we are in focus, it will magnify the image. And then, so take care. Now an air puff is coming out. Press again, and there will be the air puff. So that's how easy it is. Let's do it again if you like. Get closer a little bit. Now we are in the focus. And now please blink one more time. Don't be afraid. An air puff is coming out. So you see, now we have the measurement performed in a manual way, which is more or less easy as well. So after that, as I told you, next patient is coming, you can erase the measurement. Or you could have printed it out with the inbuilt printer. So then we've done a measurement. Let's take a look at the patient database. So for this, we go there. And now we are in the folder of Catherine, and we see all the measurements, how many measurements are performed. In this case, 5 measurements for the right eye because we did 2 manual measurements. We have the average, it's 16. We have the corrected value, and we have the CCT value as well printed. For the left eye, you see the 3 measurements. And here on the left side, you see the dates of appointment. So it means if she's coming back half a year later, you would see all the measurements. And with this little button here, which is, in my opinion, very, very good, you can see the progression of the measurement, how the IOP, the intraocular pressure, is, let's say, changing within time. And this tells you, for the left eye, you see it's really steady measurement. Here in the manual mode, we have 1 measurement that was higher, and you see the peak. But in time by time, over years, you will see the progression if medication, for instance, is helping to get the IOP getting lower. So within the patient database, you see you can also go into another patient and check the measurement results, same way as I did with Catherine. So let's go back to the standard menu. So basically, there are more functions. So if we go into the setup, we have some control over the automatic mode. For instance, now the system was set to full auto. Full auto means the system will perform the measurement for the right eye and go automatically to the left eye. If you don't want to do this, you can make it off, and then the right eye is performed how often you like, and then you switch manual to the left eye. Then we have a packing mode. Of course, if you want to box the system to transport it somewhere else, then of course we can choose if we want to have both of the measurements, so the central corneal thickness and the IOP measurement, both together, or if we want to perform only the IOP measurement or only the CCT measurement. Then we can reset also these serial numbers. So for the unknown patients, sometimes you want to get rid of it. Then also we could adjust the distance from right to left eye, which is basically, if you have the full auto, the system usually goes automatically to the right eye. And even though you can adjust the pupillar distance from 56 to 66, usually it's set to 58, the system will track automatically where the eye is. This is a really big benefit of the auto tracking. But for instances, you have a child or some small pupillar distance, you may adjust it also to a different value. Of course, you can adjust the pressure unit. Usually we use the mmHg. And we can set the air pressure to be soft or normal. The standard setting would be normal because it's the most reliable value. But if you have a patient, you know the air pressure is supposed to be not so high and is gonna be very afraid customer, you could do also the soft measurement. And the other settings are engineering page for the engineers, or the language setting, which is now it's Mandarin and English. Then an important thing is for the printing, you may choose different printing options. For instance, you can set the auto print on, so after the measurement it will automatically print out the result. Or you can choose if you want to like to imprint the patient ID on the system. You can put your output message, whatever. You can type in your clinic or optician name, whatever you want. And also you can make an auto export to your EMR system. So next setting is the correction formula for the compensated IOP. So this is the standard setting for the correction. Anyhow, you can use your own formula which you are used to. And date and time setting, that's it. Usually the time is adjusted according to the computer setting, so you rarely have to adjust something here. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.